You know what's wild? We spend so much energy clinging to like old routines, roles, relationships, identities, and stuff because we're afraid of what might happen if we let go. But more often than not, the fear is actually worse than the letting go itself. Because once you release it, once you stop holding on so tightly, you realize it wasn't serving you anyway. And if you're new here, I'm Xuan, your mindful living bestie, and this is Cozy Notes, a safe space for us to explore slow, intentional living. And today I want to talk about why letting go feels so scary, why it's actually an act of self-trust, and how to start releasing the things that are weighing you down, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. So fear loves the familiar. Even when something isn't working, it's still predictable. And our brains love predictability. It feels safe. And letting go means stepping into the unknown, and your nervous system immediately flags that as danger. So you stay stuck. You cling. You overthink. You tell yourself you'll wait until it feels easier. But here's the hard truth. Staying stuck is also a choice, and often a much more painful one. So the anticipation always feels bigger than the actual action. Our minds love to catastrophize the what ifs. What if I regret it? What if I miss it? What if everything falls apart? I call it future tripping. But in reality, the moment you release it, the moment you finally exhale, you realize how much energy you were using just to hold on. You might feel sad. You might even grieve, but you'll also feel lighter. You don't have to feel ready to let go. You just have to feel willing. And letting go isn't always dramatic. It doesn't have to look like a big cinematic ending. Sometimes it's quiet, simple, or even subtle. It looks like saying no without over-explaining, canceling a reoccurring commitment that no longer fits, choosing not to engage in the same argument again, getting rid of something that takes up space but doesn't add value. Or just allowing yourself to change your mind. Letting go doesn't always mean starting over. It often means softening your grip. And letting go is an act of self-trust. When you let go, you're telling yourself, I can handle what comes next. You're not giving up. You're clearing space. You're saying, I trust myself to create something better, something truer. And you don't need everyone else to understand your choices. You just need to be at peace with them yourself. And what's on the other side? Peace, energy, and space. You get your time back, your clarity, your power. You start to hear your intuition again. You stop filling your days with noise and start living from alignment. And letting go isn't just losing something, it's opening the door to what's next. So if there's something you've been gripping onto, ask yourself, is this still serving me, or am I just afraid to let it go? Because the fear is loud. But the peace on the other side, it's louder. You don't have to do it all at once. Just start with one small release, one decision, one honest moment of trust. And if this conversation is resonating, if you're craving a deeper, gentler reset as we move into a new season, I'd love to invite you to join me for the Cozy Fall Reset. It's a 5-day guided experience designed to help you slow down, reflect, and let go of what no longer fits so that you can create more space for what truly matters. Think of it as like a calm, cozy companion for your fall, a chance to breathe, realign, and come home to yourself. You can find all the details in the show notes or description down below. And if this episode spoke to you, would you share it with a friend or leave a quick review? It helps this cozy little podcast reach more women who are ready to live with ease, intention, and peace this season. So take a deep breath. You're safe to let go. Ciao.